Hello, I'm Garrett Godfrey, and welcome to the Crowdfunding Christian Music Podcast, where I'm working to connect artists with fans and fans with artists so that you can find and fund the music you love. This is episode 38, recorded Wednesday, November 11th, 2015. We are going to be looking at some current campaigns by Ilia, Lanisa Keith, The Choir, Luke Hermann, Abbye West Pates, and River and Robots. I hope you enjoy the show and find something you can connect with and fund. So, before we get into the campaigns, I just wanted to remind you that we've got the timestamps for all of these specific campaigns in the show notes, and the links will be in there as well. And if you back any of the campaigns, or if you just want to help them spread the word, be sure to tweet about it, post it on Facebook, mention it to your friends in real life, let them know about these campaigns, maybe mention this show too. You can find these show notes at crowdfundingchristianmusic.com. You can email me, feedback@crowdfundingchristianmusic.com, or you can use the Twitter. I am @theotherccm. So, on to the campaigns. First up are Ilia, a female-fronted Christian rock band out of Little Rock, Arkansas, with an Indiegogo campaign for a new EP. Now, thanks go out to the guys over at Rockin' a Hard Place podcast for mentioning this campaign on their latest episode. Now, this band is by no means new on the scene. They were voted HM's Magazine #2 unsigned band 3 years in a row a while back, and have had 5 national charting radio singles. They've got the Reborn EP from last year over on Bandcamp, so let's take a listen to a little bit of some of that. This is a track called Young Diaries.
Here are the pages of diaries being torn out, and these are the silent memories of mine, my blood being poured out. I watched you, I was behind you as you bred me, you fed me, you led me, but just as soon I'm in a family that's broken apart by your adulterous heart. Oh God, so carelessly I have been drawn from your arms. Carry me to your graceful grace that vengeance just can't replace.
Now, for this campaign, they've got a goal of $12,000 with about 20% already raised, with 55 backers and 10 days left in the campaign. Closes November 21st, but this is flexible funding, so even if they don't reach their goal, they can still at least collect what was pledged. Now, for $10 plus shipping, you'll get the physical copy on CD. For $15 plus shipping, you get the digital download 2 weeks early, and your CD is signed and arrives a week early. Other perks include t-shirts, photos, coffee mugs, drumsticks, and more. Check it out. The links will be in the show notes. Next up is Lanisa Keith with an Indiegogo campaign for a 5-song Christmas EP to be titled Prepare Him Room. Now, she's got a number of audio samples at her website, so you can see what she sounds like. I'd like to play a couple of those samples.
As my Lord, the perfect Lamb, there He laid as the chosen one. For wretched I to be brought nigh. He dwells among us.
Now, for this campaign, she's got flexible funding, so the campaign goal is $5,500, with over half already raised by 45 backers and over 2 weeks left on this campaign. This campaign closes November 30th. For $5, you get a download copy of the Christmas EP. For $20, you get a bonus track added. For $50, you get a signed CD and the download with a bonus track. Check it out. The links are in the show notes. Next up are the Choir. Now, these guys are one of my favorite bands of all time, with a Kickstarter campaign to put Circle Slide on vinyl for the first time. Let's hear more about it from their campaign video.
Come on, let's ride the circle slide.
Circle Slide to me was like a childhood image of eternal joy. They used to have those big gigantic slides in the early 70s, and you'd get a gunny sack, and you'd walk up all the way up to the top of the slide, and then you'd go down it. And I remember thinking, after the 10th time of walking up the stairs, I thought, man, if there was some kind of a circular slide that went on forever as like a 12-year-old, I thought, well, that would be heaven.
Yeah.
This is Dan Michaels with the Choir. Releasing Circle Slide on vinyl is one of the most requested items that we get. This past year, you thrilled us with your remarkable response to our 25-year anniversary of Circle Slide, the remastered CD, and the tour that followed. We want to extend the celebration and work with you to put Circle Slide on vinyl for the very first time.
Something wonderful about love. There's something wonderful about love. There's something liberating death alone brings. There's something funny about a lot of sad things. There's something wonderful about love.
The lyric, there are some things that are like a process and some things that are immediate. And some of my thinking was like, it's a day away from sanctified, a breath away from whole. It's kind of like sanctification, as I understand it, is a process, whereas restoration or salvation is immediate. Forgiveness. I mean, all you got to do is ask. So, does that make any sense?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm listening.
This is our only word from our word days. This is the only album that didn't come out on vinyl.
Oh, well, we should rectify that.
Join the Choir and help us put Circle Slide on vinyl for the very first time. You can find out all the information at www.thechoir.net or search for The Choir on Kickstarter.com.
Now, the goal for this campaign was only $12,500, and they've already surpassed that with 200 backers and over 2 weeks left on this campaign. This campaign closes December 1st. Now, for $20, you can get the DVD and CD of Live and On the Wing in Music City, which was like a 17-track recording they did in Nashville. For $40, you get Circle Slide on vinyl. For $55, you get the vinyl and the anniversary CD that had a second disc of commentary. And other reward levels include combinations for vinyl, CDs, t-shirts, artwork, and more. So here's my challenge. If you don't know who they are or aren't familiar with their music, head over to thechoir.net, click on the music link, and click on Circle Slide and just take it in. They've got samples of all the tracks, more than what was in their video. Then go back to their campaign page. So be sure to check it out. The links will be in the show notes. Next up is Luke Hermann out of Kansas City, Missouri, with an Indiegogo campaign for a new EP titled In Darkness. Now, he'd grown up in a home where music was valued, and he'd taken piano lessons and learned to play the guitar, and he's been composing songs since he was 12. Let's hear a little bit more about his campaign.
I love music. It's like a good cup of coffee. The minute you taste it, you feel it, a peace sets in, and it's like the world disappears for a brief moment, allowing it to sink down and reach the innermost parts of you. Music is that to me. It's more than notes on a page. It's an intricate living thing, full of beauty and hope. That's what music should be. Melodies and thought processes intertwining to birth songs that reach people, lift up spirits, invoke introspection, and raise curiosities. These are my dreams. If my music and the honesty and heart that I pour out causes just one person to stop and think, to slow down and ponder the big questions in life, our existence, the universe, pain and suffering, if it makes a difference in just one person, I will have succeeded. In April of last year, Sarah and I lost our baby. With all the raging emotions that were surrounding us like a cloud, we wouldn't have made it through without each other. Knowing that Sarah was there, feeling the same things I was feeling, sharing the same life, carrying the same load, we were able to embrace it and thank God for it and become grateful for it. When we feel that we're in darkness, that we're the only ones who have suffered devastating loss, all we need to do is look up and see that we're not alone. We are all connected. We share this life, these experiences. There is a commonality that we all feel with joy, loss, comfort, and pain, because it is all a part of us. We don't have to bear anything alone. Each one of us knows what it's like to hear bad news. That's where we have hope. We are here for each other, to shoulder each other's burdens, to lift each other up. That's the beauty of this life. And I thank God for the amazing family and friends that helped Sarah and I get through our darkest times. And now we'll be able to do the same for others. This music is one of the many ways that we can share that with you. No matter what situation you're faced with, know that you are not alone.
Now, he's got some of his music over on YouTube, and so I want to take you over there to play a bit of one of his songs called The Wedding Prayer.
My Lord, I wrote this prayer to you. My God, I sing this prayer to you. For who you are, for who you're making me. Show me how to love, show me how to do what you do. How can I love her if I don't love you? How can I be a part of one where there once was two? How can I show her that I'll follow through when I don't for you?
So he's got a flexible funding campaign goal for this campaign of $3,000, and he right now is about 7% there with 4 backers, but he's got just under 3 weeks left to go. So this campaign closes December 1st. For $20, you get 2 sets of digital download codes, so you can share one with a friend. For $35, you get a CD and the 2 download links, and then there are more reward levels available down there, so be sure to check out the link in the show notes. Next up is Abbye West Pates, a singer-songwriter with a country Americana folk sort of sound out of Memphis, Tennessee, with a Kickstarter campaign for a new second album. Let's hear more about it on her campaign video.
It's been 3 years since we made our first album, and I remember how exciting that time was to share songs for the first time and put them on a CD and launch them out into the world. Was kind of a scary and exciting thing. This was really, really fun. But now it's time to make a second one. It doesn't take long after you make a first album that you get the itch to share more songs and write more things and just share them with your friends and new fans and hopefully people who've never heard them before. And so now that time has finally come, and we've actually been talking about it for over a year. We've wanted to make a new CD for a while now, and we put it off because we didn't have enough money. And finally, we talked with other musicians and other friends and fans, and people were excited to hear it, and we were encouraged to go ahead and start this and ask for some support in helping make our album. So we actually got started in the spring. We recorded 10 songs that we're really excited to share, and we've already started the mixing process. So we're hearing what these songs sound like, and that's making us even more excited. They're sounding so great. We've grown a lot. The music is I think it's even better. I think we're getting a lot better at what we do, and I want to share these songs with people. We've got some great musicians who have joined us for this album. Many who live here in Memphis, some who live in other parts of the states. Of course, we want some really great album art, so we're talking to a couple of artists who might join us in this work, and we just we're excited to share it and hope that you will be excited to hear the songs. We do have some fun rewards that'll be a part of this campaign that you'll get to share in some things that we've made that will be contributing, and some things that even our friends have made. You'll get to check out those rewards. We thank you in advance for helping support us. If it weren't for people who we know are going to join us in this work, we'd have to put this project off for probably another year. And we certainly hope we don't have to do that. We're ready to launch this project and get it out there. So we thank you in advance for however you're able to support us, and for those of you who have already supported us in the past. We really appreciate it.
Now, she's got her first album, Leaving the Shadows, over at Bandcamp. So let me play a few clips for you, just so you know what she sounds like. This first track is called How to Believe. I'm going to play a little of that.
We keep teaching all these rules we know, making up more as we go. And I know all the answers, I've memorized them well. And still I'm just so tired, can you even tell?
These few years have been hard on us. The same old questions over and over again. But I've just kept on praying in the darkness on the floor, hoping that you'd hear me crying, Lord. 'Cause my ears have heard, and my mouth has spoken.
And this is the track, O Master, Let Me Walk With Thee.
Oh, Master, let me walk with thee in the holy paths of service free. Tell me thy secret, help me bear the strain of toil, the fret of care. Help me the slow of heart to move by some winning word of love.
So her campaign goal is $7,200, and she's already over 60% there, with 25 backers getting her to $4,500. For $10, you get the download of the album. For $25, a CD and the download. And then there are other reward levels, including shirts, seasoning mixes for food, home-roasted coffee, even them going out and picking a coffee mug for you from a local thrift shop, and more. Check it out. The links are in the show notes. Next up are Rivers and Robots, an amazing rootsy indie acoustic folk style worship group out of Manchester, UK, with a Kickstarter campaign for a new album. Let's hear more about it.
Let's roll! Hi, Rivers and Robots.
We're an indie worship band from Manchester.
And we've got some big, exciting news to share.
We should probably introduce ourselves first.
Let's meet the band. On keys and guitar, Jonathan from Manchester. On guitar, David from Manchester. On bass, Nathan from Manchester. And on drums, Kalani from Manchester.
So we're currently working on a new album which will be coming out in early 2016.
And we're looking to step it up in terms of production and recording and doing new things like vinyl and those kind of things.
Yes, we want you to partner with us so we can make the best album yet. And we've put together a list of rewards that you guys can get for backing the project, including getting the album early, extra bonus tracks, CDs. In fact, let's just take a look at the whole list of rewards now.
And let's take a look at what's on offer. Digital MP3 audio download. Compact musical disc in cardboard packaging. 12-inch long play double vinyl. Screen printed band garment. A loyalty pen. A box of back catalogue CDs. Online musical concert and a real life musical concert. Offer limited to the United Kingdom only.
So it's been great seeing what God's done with the last 3 albums, and the testimonies and the stories we've been hearing from people has been so encouraging. So we're looking forward to what God's got in store for the next project.
Yeah, so it'd be great if you could get behind the project, share it with your friends and pray for us as we're making the album. And we just can't wait to share these songs with you. We think it's going to be our best album yet.
Now they've got their music over at Bandcamp right now, so I'm going to play one of my favorite tracks of theirs. It's on the last album, All Things New, and the track is Shepherd of My Soul. So here you go.
And Lord of the mountains and sea, you are treading a path for me. God of the seasons and sky, you have always been holding my life. And Lord, you are the shepherd of my soul. So I lay down my plans, I give up my rights, let you take control of this surrendered life.
Wow, that is some great music. Okay, so for this campaign, let me go back to the campaign page. The campaign goal is just a bit under 15,000, and they're already 50% there, with 122 backers and 19 more days to go. This campaign closes December 1st. So for about $15, you get the digital album 2 weeks before it releases. For about $23, you get the CD 2 weeks before it releases, and a digital download with extra tracks. For about $40, you get the album on double vinyl with the deluxe download. And there are more rewards with signed CDs, shirts, and more. Be sure to check it out. The links are in the show notes. And just to tease you with a sneak peek of the future, coming up in the next few episodes, we will be covering campaigns by Oceans and Vessels, Fine China, Kenny Meeks, Grave Robber, Eventide, Capital Kings, Tabitha Lewis, and many, many more. Now that's it for the campaigns for this episode, but I would like to ask you to do something. If this is your first time watching or listening, please subscribe over iTunes, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever. And if you've been with me on this podcast for a while, please review it and share it. That's it. Maybe send me some feedback. I'd love to hear from you. If you like the theme song at the beginning of the show, it's Hypostatic Union by the X Structure out of South Africa. All their music is Name Your Price right now over at Bandcamp, so be sure to check out their stuff. Throw some money their way. Pick up their album. This one's actually off the album The Future, and you can pick it up there for whatever price you want. and let them know you heard about it here. Keep coming back. There will be more campaigns to cover soon. In the meantime, email me feedback at Crowdfunding Christian Music or message me on Twitter at TheOtherCCM. I'm Garrett Godfrey, and I will see you again soon. Thanks. Bye.